Good morning, everybody, and thank you for the time and for the opportunity to really spend some time with you on our 5 ways to massive profits model. And yeah, what my first question to you is, what is keeping you back from peak performance in your business? Right. So I know it's early on a Monday, and I know you guys are used to getting up early, but the question is, what is keeping you back? And the question might be answered in a number of ways, but could that be partly you, or could that be the systems in your business, your team, or your money? Those are a number of things that we're going to explore this morning. Right. So I want to just go straight into what you guys need to do from an IOPSA perspective. They have asked me to make sure that you know and that you please take your annual plumbing industry survey. So remember that when you do that, you get 1 CPD point when submitting that. So that's important. But you know, my purpose today as your coach is to reward you for the time that you've been investing with me. And really what I'd like you to help you do is to really impact your sales and your profits in your business. To free up some time. I know time is a huge issue with most of us today, and you know, we're just very busy. Creating an amazing team, which I think is important in today's life, so that we can leverage our own time and we have people who can help us and build our dream. And then lastly, to help you survive and thrive. I think I've seen in the last year and in the last 5-6 months with COVID-19, so many businesses running into trouble. And you know, the question is, how can we prevent that? And how can we help you survive and thrive your business? So just a little bit about me. I've been in a senior management position for 30 years in 2 companies, mainly McCain Foods and Clover SA. I have been, I'm busy with my 8th year in ActionCOACH Inspire, and I really love working with business owners like yourselves, and you know, helping them get clarity on their plans for the future and helping them drive their business going forward. So what do we do as business owners and as coaches? Remember that I run my own business as well. We are business owners like you, build their business with confidence. So what do we focus on? We focus on profitability firstly. Secondly, we're looking at you know, your skill, your you know, areas of that development that you need to develop your business. And then we're looking at how you spend your time, and you know, is that time that is non-renewable, a resource that you have in your life? What are you spending it on? Are you spending it on and investing it wisely, or are you spending it on just being busy and not really making money? All right, so thank you for your attendance. We spoke about the time aspect already, and you know, we know that it's valuable, but you know, remember that busyness is just not only business. The fact that you're busy, my question always is, are you making money, and what is the margin that you do and that you get for the work that you work on, the time that you invest in? Right, so you know, working with IOPSA, I've been working with them for the last 7 years, and we've had a number of clients who are IOPSA members, and what are we seeing? We're seeing that businesses can really be structured. People need to know their numbers a lot better. They don't really know how to do that. And that's where we guide them through this process. We help them develop better ways to run and manage their teams, and then systemize their business. But we'll get to that in a moment. So we believe that a successful business is a commercial and profitable enterprise that works, i.e. has systems in place, that have team in place that is trained, but that they can do that without you. Well, you would say perhaps that's not possible in my business. Well, the point is, if you're just going to be working in your business, remember, you know, that's not going to change anything. That's doing the work, and that just limits you to 24 hours a day. You want to work on your business. You want to make sure that you grow your team, that everybody there in your team is doing what they must do, so that at the end of the day, you have a business that can work without you. If you are not doing that, you're caught in the time trap, and you're never going to get out of it. You want to leverage your time. You want to build a business that at the end of the day works without you, so that you potentially can sell it and get somebody else to take it over. We also believe that what we have in life depends on what we are and who we are and what we do. Right. So what I have today in my business or today in my life depends on the person I am, and what I am doing. All right, so nothing changes unless I take action. Know that, and that is important. So we can have the best plans in the world, but if we don't take action, nothing's going to happen. The result is not going to be any different. And what are the keys to business success? What are we looking at in terms of driving our successful business forward? Well, there are a number of them. We believe it starts with leverage. Okay, so I want to get more from my time. I want to make sure that my time is well spent, and that at the end of the day, I get more out of my time. So I can leverage my marketing. I can leverage all sorts of other things. Also, our team. We can't do all the work because we only have 8 hours, or let's say 12 hours a day if you really work hard. But at the end of the day, you're running out of time, and that just is not sustainable. So you want the right team. You want a great team that support you, that have bought into your dream, that builds your business. You want to make sure you have the right systems in place to run your business, so that you invoice on time, that you collect your money on time, and all those things that you need to do. Even getting the work done properly is technology. Again, be that in the accounting side, be that on all other sides and aspects of the business, perhaps in doing the work, might be that you really need to invest in some, technology to be a better plumber, to be a better business owner. So what does that mean? And lastly, your sales and marketing. If you are not going to be marketing and selling and closing deals, you don't have a business. Business needs cash flow, and cash flow is driven by the sales and marketing of the business. Remember the 90-day rule. If what you are doing today in terms of marketing and selling will deliver fruit in 90 days' time. So if you're not doing much, then you probably won't grow your business that much. And what I'd like to share with you is really our 5 ways formula. Now, this 5 ways formula is really built on 27 years plus of practical advice to SMEs, business owners like yourselves. And the point is, how do we help you grow your business? Well, here's the 5 ways formula. So any business wants more customers. We want to grow our revenue, and we surely want to make a profit. We're not in here just to break even. We want to make sure that there's some money left over and that we get paid for the risk we take. So what does that mean? Well, the number of leads times the conversion rate is going to give you customers. So don't forget your existing customers. You want to make sure that you keep on servicing them. But if you want new customers, you're going to make sure that your marketing works, i.e. you have to generate some new leads in your business, and you're going to have to work on your conversion rate. Okay, so if you get 10 leads and you only convert 2, well, that's a 20% conversion rate. But perhaps you can work on getting it to 30%. Perhaps it's as simple as getting quotes out on time or quicker, so that people can accept the quote and it doesn't go to your opposition. So the number of leads times the conversion rate gives you the number of customers. We then want to make sure that our customers, existing and new ones, buy from us more often. We want to increase the number of transactions, and we want to increase the value of the transactions. So more people buying from us more often at a higher value is going to increase our revenue. Well, that's great. But then on the other side of it is we want to make sure that we still keep some money in the bank. So what is our profit margin? Well, if we just at break even, I don't think anybody wants to run a business that's just at break even. Today, it's about survival. Yes, I understand that. Life is tough, and all those things are important, and you want to survive. But at the end of the day, you're all in business to make money, and you want to drive that. So let's look at some numbers. So let's say, for instance, you were in the retail business. You had 4,000 leads coming into your store, and you converted them at 25%. That would give you 1,000 new customers. If you got those customers to buy from you twice in any period of time at 100 Rand per transaction, you're going to have 200,000 Rand worth of revenue. Based on the revenue that you are making and the profit margin that you are working on, let's say in this case it was 25. So 25% of 200,000 gives you 50,000 profit margin. I hope you all agree with me. Right, so apart from doing that, then we work with you on your business. And if we're going to work with you as coaches, we're going to work on the 5 blue numbers. That's what we call it, the 5 ways. So we want to increase the number of leads. And let's say we take a 10% increase from working with that, and we get now 4,400 leads. And we improve the conversion rate because we perhaps looking at certain easy to do things to do that, we're going to get another 10% increase. Yeah, not 35%, but 27.5, another 2.5 added to that. That will give us 1,210 customers. So if I apply this in my own business, I want to make sure my marketing grows and I bring in more leads, and I want to make sure that my conversion rate, my sales process is there, that I can close. So from quoting, I want to make sure that I get the business, and I want to get more than 25. So if we now get our customers to buy from us more often, so let's say some of them will buy 3 times, so the average is 2.2, and we get them to buy the basket of goods, so we upsell, we get them to buy more from us. Now we have 110 Rand a transaction. You can see that 1,210 times 2.2 times 110 gives us 292,820. Well, that's the new revenue number, given that I've got 4 of the 5 ways working for me and with a 10% or so improvement. Now, if we then manage our cost a little bit better, we could probably increase our profit margin by 10% as well. So 27.5 is the new number, which means that we are going to get 80,000 Rands worth of profit in our business. Now, that's a whole 30,525 more than we had previously. Well, if you calculate the numbers, that's about 61% increase in profit. If revenue can increase by 46% and we can get all the other numbers to work with and increase them by 10%, we should get a 61% increase in profit. And that's really what we're after. We want to really make sure that that works in your business. And that's what we've been doing with working with SMEs and entrepreneurs about building their businesses and building their profit. Now, one of the things that you need to remember is that results come from the actions, decisions, and behaviors that you take. As the business owner, what are the actions that you do? What are the behaviors that you are showing, illustrating with your team? And what are the decisions you're making? If you want better results, well, you need to make better decisions. You need to take more action, and perhaps you need to change some of the behavior. And remember the be, do, have model, where we're talking about who I am that influences what I have. We know that our staff that work with us, they have certain skills, but they also have certain beliefs, values, and identity. And those things drive, at the end of the day, the results we get from them. So if you think of your team, think of a number of these icebergs floating in your business. They all have different skills, beliefs, values, and identity. And you want to make sure that for your business, you get a certain set of results. Well, you have to employ the right people. Yes, you can train their skill, but you can't, and you probably won't change their beliefs and values. So you want to recruit the right people to fit the beliefs and values for your business and for your system. And then you want to create a nice environment that's positive, so where they can grow and develop and really stay with you for a lifetime. Right, so we also know that there's a concept called test and measure. So in anything that we do, we want to make sure that you test and measure the results. So if you are doing marketing, I'm not sure what type of marketing, but let's say you are on social media and you're trying to put your business out there and you're investing in that marketing, you need to make sure that you test and measure that investment. Well, we know that people think that sales and marketing is an expense. And it won't be an expense, it will be an investment only if you can show and demonstrate the return on that investment. So the money you spend, you want to make sure that it works for you. So we want sales and marketing to be an investment. Given that that is possible, we can only do that by measuring it and making sure that every Rand spent gives us more Rands out. So the question is, if my marketing was going to work for me, and I started to measure it, and I got a 10 Rand back for every 100 Rand I invested, how many of you would continue to invest in that marketing? No, you wouldn't. But if you measure it and you know that you get 110 Rand back for every 100 Rand, you're going to continue to invest in that marketing and make sure that it works for you. So my question to you is, are you measuring the return on investment on your sales and marketing? And remember that marketing, there's 2 sides. The one is our acquisition costs, of what it costs us to get those customers into our business. And if you were to spend 300,000 or 300 Rand on advertising and you got 10 customers, you know that your acquisition cost is 30 Rand each. But we don't really necessarily measure that, so we don't know. So from a coaching perspective, that's what we're going to help you do. So if your customers spend money on you or with you over the period of time, you know, and 6 years is the period that they keep on spending money with you, you're going to make sure that, you know, that 550 at 6 years is 300 or 3,300 rand. So, you know, how do you increase the lifetime value of your existing customers? Remember that they've already experienced your service. They trust you. Hopefully they like you, and they'll buy again from you. Right. So from our side, we do some training, and I know that last week Belinda spoke to some of you, and you saw what we do in terms of our marketing. But remember that we can help you with that from a coaching perspective. You know, you need more marketing strategies, and if you really want to talk about that, you're more than welcome to connect with me, and I'd love to show you how we can help you. But you know, the question is, will these things work for me in my business? So start thinking like an entrepreneur. You know, you need to plan your future. You need to make ensure that you change the way you do business right now. Today, it's about survival. It's about making sure that I get through till January next year, and from then on, you know, how can I grow my business? So that's what we do. We work with business owners like yourself. I think this quote from Jim Rohn is quite important. Never wish that your life were easier. Wish that you were better. And I commend you guys for being online on a Monday morning, working on yourself, working on your business, and making sure that you get better results. Remember that, you know, working on yourself is probably the key to making life easier. Our CEO, Brad Sugars, has said that where you'll be in 5 years depends on the books you read, the people you associate with, and obviously IOPSA is one of those, and the actions you take. So if you don't take action, you know, really nothing's going to change. All things are going to be the same. Lastly, just a reminder that your annual plumbing survey needs to be submitted. I would really like to say thank you for